Ho, ho, ho! Hello there! Well, today we have a new book for you, and this is called A Thousand Candy Canes. It was written in the 1970s. It's a Rand McNally Jr. Elf book, and you know, they've been around since 1856 or so, Rand McNally. And anyway, it's A Thousand Candy Canes by Daphne Howard Hogstrom and illustrated by Mary Lou Wise. Everything was going wrong at Santa's workshops. The elves were sick, Santa had a sore back, the red paint for the toy fire trucks was all used up. There was no ribbon left for the little dolls' dresses. And top it all, the candy cane machine broke down and stamped out 1,000 candy Santas of all shapes and sizes before anyone could stop it. Mrs. Claus was particularly unhappy about these troubles. She was worried about everything, but especially about Santa and the elves. They will never get the presents finished in time for Christmas, she thought. I must visit the wizard of the seven winds and see if he can help. And picking her way carefully over the piles of candy, Santa's cluttering the workshop floor, Miss Claus wrapped herself warmly and set out for the wizard's home. Now, the Wizard of the Seven Winds was a very special wizard indeed. It was he who had given Santa the three most magic things he owned: the magic clock that made time stand still, the magic sled that flew through the sky as if on wings, and the magic sack that never became empty until the very last gift was given to every last child on Christmas Eve. If anyone can help us, then the wizard can, thought Mrs. Claus, as she climbed the hill to the wizard's castle, where snow swirled like a windmill and wind whirled like a whip. But the blizzard stopped quickly when Mrs. Claus tapped on the castle knocker, and the wizard himself opened the castle door. Okay. Abracadabra, he said, when he saw who it was, and he waved his wand so that even in the middle of December, rosebuds bloomed upon the bushes and bluebirds sang among the trees. I know your wonderful magic can help us, said Mrs. Claus, smelling the flowers, and she told the wizard about all the things that had gone wrong at Santa's workshop. But the wizard only looked very unhappy when she had finished. Santa's already received all the magic gifts he may have, he said. The most I can do now is give you my second best wand and hope you find the magic word to make it work. So saying, he took a crooked little stick from the folds of his cloak and placed it in Mrs. Claus's hands. Just touch this to anything you wish and say a magic word, he said. The proper word will make the magic happen, and Santa will get his help. And the wizard waved a sad goodbye to his visitor as she took one last look at the roses and started on her way back down the hill. Alakazoo, alakazee, alakazoo, said Mrs. Claus, thinking of all the magic words she could remember as she trudged towards the workshop in the snow. And alakazam, she said as she touched the wand to Santa's shoulders, hoping it would stop his aches and pains. Ouch, said Santa, that makes me sting. So alakazam was not the magic word. Alakazata, she said as she patted the wand on an elf's rosy nose, hoping it would cure his sniffs and snorts. Achoo, said the elf, that makes me sneeze. So alakazata was not the magic word. Karakaru, she called as she touched the wand to the last little bit of ribbon, hoping it would grow to yards of silk, but the ribbon remained short and shredded, and even tattered more upon its end. Wheedle-dee-dee, she cried as she touched the wand to the empty paint can, hoping it would fill with fire-red paint, but the can stayed bare and empty, while little flakes of paint flew in her face. "Help!" cried Mrs. Claus, dropping the wand on the pile of candy Santas as she stopped to rub her eyes with both hands. But as the wand touched the Santas, their legs began to kick, and their arms began to swing. Their beards began to wiggle, and their hands began to wave. Their red sugar coats grew warm and woolly, and their white icing beards grew fluffed and full. As quick as a twinkle, all the candy Santas came to life and lined up in a row upon the floor. "I have found the magic word," cried Mrs. Claus, and she ran from Santa to Santa to Santa, touching each with her wand and saying, "Help," until the whole workshop had filled with assorted Santas, all of them ready and waiting to work. "Will you hitch the sled?" asked Mrs. Claus as she sent some of the Santas off to help the reindeer. "Will you pack the sacks?" she asked as she sent some of the Santas off to help the elves. But most of the Santas went off to shops and stores and streets and corners all around the world, where to this day they help Santa by listening to the boys and girls and learning what they wish for Christmas. As for the wizard's second best wand, that changed into a piece of red and white striped sugar and was the very first candy cane ever made. And that's the end of that story. But you know what? She never told us if she fixed Santa's back or helped the elves stop sneezing, or if she got paint and the ribbon back the way it was supposed to be. So I guess we could say, maybe you can come up with a story that continues on or is even better than this one. Who knows? We'll see you next time. We hope you liked it. Bye-bye.